Listen to that.
A refugee bill because we want to make sure that we have a security test so that we know who is coming into this country and that we have properly vetted that person based upon the security threat that they may or may not pose to this country. And that is what we've passed also out of the House. That bill is sitting over in the Senate being filibustered by the Democrats. So we believe that we should have a robust security test to make sure that law enforcement gets the tools they need so that we actually do control who comes and goes in this country. As far as the Muslim community you mentioned, I think there's a really important distinction that every American needs to keep in mind. This is a war with radical Islam. It's not a war with Islam. Muslims are our partners. The vast, vast majority of Muslims in this country and around the world are moderate. They're peaceful. They're tolerant. And so they're among our best allies, among our best resources in this fight against radical Islamic terrorism. So I think it's very important that we hone that distinction, we honor that distinction, and let's remember we're all in this together. You know, we're not LGBT Americans, Republican Americans, Democrat Americans, Muslim Americans. We're Americans. And as Americans, we need to up our game to deal with and confront this real threat. We don't think the administration has done a good enough job confronting this threat. We think more needs to be done. That's one of the reasons why we put out a 67-point plan last Thursday to deal with the terrorist threat, to deal with our national security, to deal with homegrown jihad, to deal with homegrown terrorists, to deal with all of these issues, including immigration, foreign policy, and the rest. And that is what we want to offer the country, a better way to fix these problems and prevent this from getting out of control.